way, I move like that. No brakes, no cap, I'm built to last. You want one more round, I told her bet fast. Don't sleep till sunrise, ride with me. Lights down low, move silently. Girl, you got that fire, I breathe. So don't let go, just ride with me.
What's good, beautiful people? Welcome to the pregame, a random shot spin-off where we respond to video situations that we find that are submitted by you. Please comment your reaction or response down below. Let's keep the conversation going. First shot.
Hey, yo, twins, come here real quick. Come in. What's going on, Dad? What we doing? What's up? All right, let's play a game real quick.
Okay, what's the game? What we doing?
I will give y'all $100 a piece if you can balance your phone on top of this water bottle.
That's what you ready to bring this?
No, I'm dead serious.
Wait, hold on. $100 real money, not Monopoly money.
Yeah, real money.
Today, watch this.
Today.
For my $100.
What the fuck?
$100. No challenge ever.
I will give you $100 if you can balance your phone on top of this bottle.
Is that not what I just did?
I mean, you can give it a shot.
The phone on top of the bottle. $100. Am I missing something, bro?
This is proof that the younger generation don't listen to a damn thing.
So, before we respond, take our shot. Now, spicy. As somebody who works with a lot of the youth, I'm not going to say they don't listen. I'm just going to say they don't listen to every single detail. Because we go back and play the video, he clearly says if you can place and balance your phone, not the phone, not his phone, your phone. And I don't want to subject it to just the younger generation. It's a lot of people nowadays. They listen to context clues. He said all they heard was balance phone on top of a water bottle and they get $100. They didn't listen to the full details. Now at first, one of the sons was said, hold on. I thought maybe she caught on. But then he asked was it real money or not. And all the dad had to do was every time he said phone, he placed his phone on the table. And they forgot to listen to the word he said, your. So I want to say as a society, we don't listen to the full details. I'm not going to blame it on the younger generation. I'm not even going to say old people don't listen. I can say us as human beings are now more prone to listen to certain just concept clues instead of listen to the full instructions. I mean, if you think about it, when I was in school, someone said that one way that you could not cheat on a test, but locate the answer quickly when you're taking on a test that has a long paragraph, read the question, look for certain keywords, and then skim through until you find those words inside the paragraph. And then you'll find your answer. It worked. I'm not gonna say it didn't. But when we could have just read the entire paragraph, then you would have to go back and skim. Now, some people don't have great memories. I completely get that too. But something as simple as following the instructions of balancing your phone on the water bottle kind of seems a little self-explanatory. So, all thing, I think their content's great. I don't want to take a shot at them. I do think their content's great. I've watched the videos for the father of the two twins. These are hilarious, actually. Kind of makes me think of how he, when I have a son. But it's, and I think the video was meant to be funny. I do. But I also know that's a very big, what do you say, a very big pet peeve that a lot of people want to blame on the younger generation that they don't listen to anything. But at the same time, we were the same way when we were their ages. So it's a never-ending loop. But I think we take time and actually listen to the full instruction and listen to fully what people have to say before we make judgments in our own mind or assume where the conversation is going. You can fix a lot of that. Especially if we raise the younger generation to do it, if we want to blame it on them. But at the same time, we're saying they don't listen. But who taught them how to listen? Honestly, who taught them how to listen? So do we blame ourselves? That's a good question. That's a good question. Tell me what you think. The short one. We're going to move on to the next one. Next video is a little bit longer. We'll be right back. Are we back? Let's get to this next video. Shot number 2.
Well, when did you become a detective for Law and Order, SVU, or whatever?
Because it's rare when my brother calls me, and then when he calls me, that means he wants me to handle it.
He just wanted to talk to you. You know, you insist he just want to talk to you.
Hello? Hello. Can you come here for a second, please?
Yeah. Hold on.
You miss calling people from inside the house on your phone. You need to stop that mess. Don't be son of nobody.
Yeah?
So did you call my brother?
Yeah.
And did you convince him to change his mind about wanting you there?
I didn't have to convince him. I talked to him, and he invited me to go out there. He said it was fine.
That's not really what I got from his tone when he called me today, saying that you were coming. And it's rare when he calls me. You know my brother be busy. So for him to call me and be like, hey, and Bethany's coming now, and he's iffy, that's showing me that whatever you said to him on the phone made him uncomfortable and made him forced to say yes. As a grown man, you should have just stuck to his first decision and be like, you know what? I'm not welcome. I'm not going to want to come. I know I wouldn't want to go nowhere I'm not welcomed, especially to a birth.
I'm not unwelcome.
But you are, though.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you convinced him to invite you, but you're going to be secretly unwelcome. So that's going to cause problems because it's going to be tension.
No, there's not going to be any tension. I talked to him and I told him what my intentions were.
And no one cares. It's about the baby. It's not about how you feel and where you want to go. And what's even your plan with going? Or do you not trust dad to be up there and watch his grandson be born?
No, it's going to be my grandson too, step grandson, but it's
well, the steps always gonna meet the baby first. The grandparents are gonna be up there,
and that's great.
And you should trust your husband enough to go up there and handle business and coming back. You don't have to go everywhere he go. You are not his shadow. She's not even going.
I am his wife though, and we should be able to go together.
And you need to sit down though. You don't have to be.
Look, you are a child in this house.
It doesn't matter.
You have no way to be talking to me.
I'm not talking to you disrespectfully, but I'm saying that you're making my brother feel uncomfortable, and now you're forced into the labor room when he does not want you there.
I don't have to go into the labor room.
Okay, so if you're not going to labor, where are you going for?
I'm going up to Montana to support them for this baby's birth.
But they don't want your support.
Yes.
So I'm confused.
He said as long as my intentions were pure, that I'm welcome up there.
Well, we know your intentions are not pure. You only go so you can watch them.
That's what you say, and you know what? That's what you assume. And when you assume something, you know what that means. Or, well, you should.
It always takes someone's assuming. That's just who you are.
No, it's not.
If he already said no the first time, you should have said, okay, I'll stay here.
No.
That would have been the best thing you could have done.
Larry, why are you allowing her to talk to me like that?
I'm not allowed. She's voicing her opinion.
Yeah, no, she's talking to me in a very disrespectful tone.
No. She's not allowed. She's not being.
This is very disrespectful.
No. You're taking it disrespectful, but she's defending her brother. No. She's voicing her opinion. So
I'm giving her
the platform to voice her opinion about her brother.
Okay, well, I'm giving you the understanding that he invited me to come up there. He said it was fine. I didn't have to force my way, and I even apologized about how.
Well, listen, I'm not gonna be
you
there.
just interrupted
Sorry,
me.
I understand you. I hear what you're saying. I already went through this before, so I already know what you're gonna say.
Okay,
I'm going with pure intentions. I understand. I get that.
I was gonna say,
I'm
but
not
you
gonna be
interrupted
there.
me. That's not what I was gonna say. No,
since
stop
you
talking.
forced yourself
Stop
to
talking.
go,
Stop talking.
Please be on your best
Stop talking
behavior.
and let me
Cordial
finish.
conversation.
Thank
No,
you.
she didn't let me finish. I even apologized to
We
him.
heard that. Like,
You didn't. I even
Thank
apologized
you.
to
Like,
him
who cares?
about how I acted at Christmas. Thank you very much. And that's
You're
why
welcome.
I can't. I can't.
So you get her out of the room. All I have to do is just talk. So you get her out.
I just no disrespect towards her. It's just, I just want it to be.
I know, I understand. You have every right to voice your opinion about how you feel. I have nothing against that.
Heard that.
Listen, y'all go ahead and get your stuff unpacked and get ready for bed and get ready for school tomorrow, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll talk to y'all later.
All right. Shot number 2. Now that. So it clearly seems like a skit, not gonna lie. And it might be a skit. But I more so want to talk on the situation than pretending that it's an actual video. It's clear a skit. Seen it before acting in other people's stuff. But do y'all think the daughter was wrong? I believe, perspective-wise, they both could have been wrong in different instances. I applaud the daughter for talking to her brother, knowing her brother, and knowing how he felt that what he was saying might not be how he actually feels. And she decided to address it with the stepmom. I definitely applaud the dad for allowing her the space to do it and to get it off her chest. I definitely feel like the way they portrayed the stepmom, she's very controlling. She wants things her way. She was probably entitled and spoiled as a child. But as someone who grew up with a two-step parent, as a stepmom and a stepdad, one thing I always appreciated from my step-parents is they allow me the space to talk about how I feel. But my mom and my stepdad, we would have family meeting nights where we were able to voice our opinions with no repercussions. And sometimes people just want their voice heard without the fear of possibly having consequences behind it. And we should definitely allow people that space. But the hardest part about that is not letting your feelings get in the way of what that person's saying. Yes, you might have called the brother and tried to apologize to possibly change his mind to allow you as the birth of his child. At the same time, if he said no in the beginning, it's his job. Take that no and keep it moving, isn't it? I get you want to be there, but sometimes you gotta give people space. So why not just accept the fact whatever beef y'all had, accept the fact, okay, their reason did not want you there. Don't go there. Don't try to weasel your way in. Just really respect their wishes, because you can probably get across to them a lot faster by respecting their wishes instead of forcing your way in. Then when somebody calls you out, on whatever bullshit that you just pulled, you gotta respect that person's opinion too, whether you like it or not. And I think at the end of the day, that's where we fail as a society is people give their opinion or ask questions or try to dive deep into what's going on. We don't respect their opinion because it's their opinion, it's their perspective. It doesn't always mean it's true. And you might have had pure intention. But people don't perceive it that way. Is it wrong to just let your intentions be their intention? Is it wrong to, if you truly have pure intentions, why are you going back as this little girl trying to justify and show what you're doing? Okay. Why does it matter if people understand your intention? Because they already have an idea and a perspective of you, they're not going to think it's true anyway. So why does it matter? If you truly have pure intentions, do your pure intentions and then leave it at that. But on the flip side, if he said, no, you can't come to the birth of my child, why force your way in there? Then it does look like you don't have pure intentions. I mean, I might be different. I'm not going to say never, but once I was fully to understand who I was and become who I am, I did not care what people thought about me and their perspective. If what I was doing felt right for me, it felt right for me. I didn't give a damn what anybody else thought. I didn't do it to please people. I just did it because it felt right to me. You know, one thing my grandfather taught me was every choice you make comes with a sacrifice and a consequence. So if I can live with my sacrifice and my consequence for the decisions I make, why do I care what you think about the decisions I make? I can live with what's coming next. So, I say even with it being a skit, I feel like it's a very big conversation that needs to be had amongst whether it be step parents, step kids, husbands and wives, even friends. If you're truly okay with who you are in your skin, why does it matter what people think? Because you can ask people, oh, are you secure with who you're in your skin? A lot of people are going to tell you, oh yeah, I am. I'm really not. But they can grow to be more secure in their skin. And you might have to select people who you actually care about what they think about you. You might. And there's nothing wrong with that. But everyday life and decisions don't have to be seen like it's in a courtroom where you're trying to prove to a judge that you're innocent, where you're trying to state your case on why you did what you did. Why do we have to live in a nice courtroom like that? If I'm not on trial, why do I have to justify and defend the decisions I make? Why do I even care what you think about the decisions I made? You might not like them. Cool. Oh well. I made the decision. You don't have to live the consequences I do. If it actually affects you in any kind of way, I can listen to your perspective. I can listen to your opinion. Don't mean it's going to change my decision. Just ain't argument. So what do y'all think? Do y'all think I'm wrong for thinking that way? Do y'all think the stepmom's wrong? You think the little girl's wrong with the situation? What's going on? So I'm gonna take a quick break, and then we're gonna come back with shot 3.
Champagne spill on a ball main tee. She a 10 in the face, got the soul I need. Talk sweet, but she don't play cheap. She a queen, but she move like street. We just vibing rooftop nights. Won't live when we take flight. Say she love that thrill, that fight. Put on the storm, not the.
All right. Next video for today, shot number 3. See what we rolling with.
Camera footage captured the moment 2 delivery drivers brought 2 expensive TVS to this home. And then something unexpected happened. They placed the packages at the front door and rang the doorbell, but no one was home. The 2 drivers then left as usual, with one of them quickly taking a photo to confirm the delivery was completed. However, just as he turned away, one driver grew concerned. The TVs were clearly visible from outside and could easily be stolen. Unable to leave them like that, he immediately returned, looked around the porch, and found a few chairs. He carefully carried them over and arranged them around the TVS, completely covering them, a quiet gesture to protect the homeowner's belongings while they were away.
All right. Shot number 3. Just for Deadpool. Okay, unless I use. So. All right. So my reaction to this video is, why? I get why he covered up the TVs, but it's sad that he had to cover up the TVs. 100% sad. Because somebody worked hard and was trying to do something and did something for themselves. But the fact that other people have to worry about people doing some low down stuff to where it jeopardizes their job and makes it like they didn't do their job. Because other people can't make the decision to work just as hard to get stuff for themselves and to take something from somebody else. You talking about it too. Why is it that somebody who works for FedEx or works for Amazon have to hide something that I bought because other people are lazy or don't have the money? I guess they don't have the money. If you don't have the money to buy TV, you just can't have a TV. It's that simple. Doesn't mean you don't deserve one. You just have to put yourself in a place where you can get one. Quit buying the bud, quit buying alcohol, quit spending money on women, quit spending money on guys. Quit doing whatever stopping you from buying 2 TVs at the same time. Budget. I'm a horrible at budget. But at the same time, I work a lot of hours to afford something nice for my family. So do those people. So the Amazon driver shouldn't have to cover it up to save it just in case somebody wants to steal it. They shouldn't. They should be able to drop off their package, take their picture, show that they did their job, and leave it. And then when that person shows up, guess what? Their TV should still be there, along with their chewy boxes. So these people who think that the world is against them and they can't get anything good, so they have to steal it, their mindset is wrong, in my opinion. Because they can easily just work as hard. It might take them longer, but they can easily just go work as hard and get the same thing. They can make different decisions in their lives that put them in a place. But I also get that in the moment, you're not thinking about that. You see, oh, there's a TV on the doorstep. I need a new TV because I want to watch the Super Bowl, or I want to watch Bridgerton, or I want to watch whatever fad is going on. All American or Mass Singer. I just can't tell Mass Singer, by the way. Not gonna know a lot. I'm so many seasons behind. But instead of making the right decision, you make the right now decision. So which one haunts you worse? Is the right now decision always more fulfilling than the right decision? Is that too deep? Is the right now decision more fulfilling than the right decision? Man, I wish that was here. Oh, I would love to get his perspective on that. But we'll save it for, we'll double back and save it for one of our full episodes. Random Shot, check it out. We are on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. I will be making shorts of these, so way you can get them on all platforms. But what makes the right now decision more fulfilling? Because you can add that concept to anything: religion, politics, and it's everyday life choices. Oh, let me go get this zip real quick. I know rent due, but I really need to hit this zip. Oh, let me go buy this bottle real quick. I know my light bill's due. I'm behind on it. Let me get this bottle. And I'm a victim of it too. I make the right kind of decisions a lot. And I should be making the right decision. They say the addiction, we blame it on the addiction. But what's the best way to fight the addiction? Is to make a choice that goes against it. If you're finding your addiction and you need to get help, please get help. Gambling, drinking, smoking, women, men, whatever it is, whatever your vice is, if it's the one thing that's keeping you away from doing some of the things you want to do, get help wherever you think you need help. But is making the right now decision more worse than the right decision? Which one is it? Because I also understand there's situations where right now I have food in my refrigerator. I need to get groceries, but rent's due too. Which one do I pick? Do I go hungry and make sure I still have a roof over my head? Or do I get food and hope that I have enough time to get the rest of the money to make rent? Which one is it? Because usually the last week of the month and rent is due and you are already late, which decision do you make? Right now or the right one? Is the right now decision the right one? That's a really deep question. I know I've made the right now decisions a lot, but were they the right ones? Did my family suffer because I made the right now decision instead of the right decision? Did I push myself back because I made the right now decision over the right decision? Which one is it? Can you pinpoint a time where the right now decision was the wrong decision? Can you pinpoint a time when the right now decision was the right decision in your life? It might be the whiskey talk. I don't know. But that one made me think deep. How did y'all feel about that? Let me know in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. We're trying to push this channel. If we can get to the point where this channel is reaching worldwide. And don't worry, Zach will be back soon. We got more great content coming. We do events Friday nights. I'm gonna wait till he's here so we can talk more about it. I'm not a part of that group. I just tag along, just be honest. But please, 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 let me know what you think. Let's have a conversation about it. I would love to one day get to the point where we can have live with these free games, and after we show a video, we can read comments off and I can hear people's and see people's perspective as we're doing the video. I would love that. But we gotta get to that point. Not only you can help us out by doing that. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Let's get this thing pushing. All right. When we come back, it's gonna be the final shot, last call of the night. See you in a second.
Never need love when I'm doubting. Shorty said you grow getting wild. Mostly to sunrise, ride with me. Lights down low, move silent. Girl, you got that fire. So don't let go, just fire with me. Hands on me like gravity. Let's get lost in ecstasy. Hands on me like gravity. Let's get lost in ecstasy. Let's get lost in ecstasy. Let's get lost in ecstasy.
What's up? Welcome back. We're down to the fourth and final shot. Last call. Let's see what this last video is talking about.
Oh, don't worry. I'm not just trying to cash out. She's just on her phone, Facebooking. Like, hello? Hello? Yeah, no worries. Yeah, no worries at all. It's alright. Just sit here and Facebook.
All right. Last call shot. Let's see you. You know what? I want y'all to take a guess on what I'm taking shots of. I know people who really know me are already going to know. But for people, when you watch this, take a guess. Take a wild guess. No, that wasn't a hint. I'm going to tell you that wasn't a hint. as I stated earlier, as someone who worked in the food industry for a very long time, if I was her manager, she would not have survived. I would have fired her. Where is her manager? Now that I think about it. We don't know how long the lady's been sitting there before she started recording, but where's the manager? Because if a really good manager worked there at that moment, she would have got caught. Just being honest. If you're a man on the floor and you're dealing with a situation, you have noticed that it's been a minute since somebody actually pulled up to that second window. What's going on? If I look up at the camera and I say I got a line, why has no one pulled up to that window? Are we not taking orders? Where's the bottleneck? So, gonna be honest. If I walked up on her and she was on her phone, there was somebody sitting at the window, hey, go ahead, clock out. And don't come back. You just got promoted to guest. And guess what? You ain't allowed at this place anymore. You better go to the other one down the street. That just makes no sense. You're trying to pay your bills, feed your kids. She looks like an older woman. She could be retired. She just needs a job that she has something to do. Either way, why are you working? You can sit at home on your phone. Why are you working? And this is not a knock on people who work in the food industry. Love those people to death. I know for sure, 100% they have a very hard job. And you can take this past the fast food industry. Why are you working? If you're just going to sit there and do what you do at home, what's the point of working? Because the people that care, you're just going to piss them off. And now you're going to cause hostility at the workplace. So what's the point? Especially the person who doesn't do drama and you don't want drama. Especially if you can't fight. Because even if I was a coworker that walked past with a box, if I called you like that, I'm ready to fight you. Being 100%, I'm ready to fight you. Because I'm sitting here actually working and you on your phone, and you got somebody right there waiting for you to do your job. I'm ready to fight. I am. And as Zach would say, it's because I'm a violent person. Might be so. I'm on my racer. My mom was a thug. It is what it is. But my mom always raised me to also be a hardworking person. My dad raised me to be a hardworking person. My stepdad raised me to be a hardworking person. My stepmom raised me to be a hardworking person. So we got to fight. And to be honest with you, if I was a lady who was sitting in the drive-thru after I honked and scared her and she found two more money, oh, I'm coming inside. Because we still got to fight. Right there in McDonald's parking lot. Or in the lot. Don't matter. Because I got places to be. And like we talked on the Random Shot podcast on episode 1, how there's no respect for person anymore. That goes both ways. Especially in the food industry. A lot of times customers don't respect their employees because they think, oh, you work fast food, you lower level, you don't have a real job. But guess what? Sometimes employees don't respect customers, and that's fact. So, but the fact that you own Facebook or reading a book, whatever you're doing, instead of working, you might as well stay at home, to be honest with you. Because guess what? It's business over personal. There's a lot of businesses that when you got caught, they're gonna deduct your pay and watch cameras and take it back to the moment you first picked up your phone. So that little time you was spending on your phone, you ain't getting paid for it anyway. Because you still in time. And technically they can do that. And then depending on what state you're in, a lot of states are at will. They can fire you because the sky's blue. So why even put yourself in a situation where that can happen? Especially if you need the job. Now, if you won the lottery and you just working to work, you know, what's the point of going to work? Call out, sit at home, have a little fortune or practice right playing in the background, and then scroll on your phone. Binge watch a show that you've already seen 1,000 times and just scroll on your phone. Don't waste your time on going somewhere to go to work. Because you obviously had to wake up, get ready, go to work. You could have slept in, which I don't know what that feels like. People, what does it feel like to sleep in? I don't really know what that feels like. I don't. Am I missing something when it comes to sleeping in? I think the latest I have slept in ever, I want to say is maybe 10 o'clock, but I don't even count that because I still woke up at like 5. And I was up like an hour or so before I fell back to sleep. Does that count as sleeping in? But anyway, God damn it. What's the point? Stay at home. Save your time. Go do something you'd rather do. Because the minute you get fired and you're trying to apply somewhere else, what are they gonna do? Call your old job. And if they have a manager like I was, I'm gonna try to tell them, oh, she likes to sit in the drive-through window on her phone and ignore customers. You know, lie for you. I'm gonna try to tell them. She could have been great. She had potential, but Susie decided to be on Facebook instead of deal with customers. She looks more like Linda than Susie. I'm not gonna lie. So what do y'all think? Have you ever been to a fast food place and dealt with somebody like that? And you worked fast food and been on the other end and dealt with someone? Let me know. Let's keep the conversation going. That's about all the time I have for today. I do want to thank y'all for tuning in, commenting, sharing, liking, subscribing to the Random Shotz Podcast. Hopefully to have Zach back soon and we do a full episode. We got a great episode waiting. Everything's made out. We gotta have Zach here so we can fulfill it. I think it's gonna be really great. So please let me know what you think. Comment. Send me some videos. Put the links in the comments. or comment, hey, I got a video to send you, and I'll send you how you can send it to me. We can talk. I'm still working all this stuff out, just to let you know. Learning on the fly, we're doing it raw, pause. But I want you guys to be a part of the growth. So, audio's messed up, video seemed weird. We're posting it to post it because we want to watch the growth happen. We want to grow with you guys. So, thanks so much for coming to the first episode of the pregame. Hopefully, we might get Zach doing some of the pregame videos with us. But for right now, please, drink responsibly. Tip your bartenders and servers. Go tell your mama and them to check us out. Say I can't less and thank you more. And I'm out this piece. Where's my exit?
Get me caught up in a flame. No rules, now we just play the game. In the fast lane, pushing through the rain. I'll be like calling out your name. You the chronic, giving chronic, getting faded. Move, yeah, move, yeah. No sleep till sunrise, ride with me. Baby, you got that fire, hands on me like gravity.